So the way that I've seen Christ in my class over the years in college was definitely, well, one way was definitely the brothers and how they were just very sacrificial in walking us everywhere. Yeah, even when it was really late at night and really cold, or we were way across campus, or if, even when they had things to study for themselves, things they needed to do and they were really busy, they would still make the time and sacrifice their time to make sure that we were safe. And so, thank you, brothers.
I see Christ in our class from the way we love each other and desire for one another's best, and just even for seeing how the brothers serve the sisters. I never see that in other guys, like opening doors, or I don't know, just driving us has been really encouraging to us, and just how the brothers watch out for us as well. And I think also our class is stable, or we're not fickle, and people keep to their promises, and that's what Christ does. He keeps his promises. Yep.
Well, I feel like this has probably been said already, but definitely one of the biggest ways. Yeah, just like every time we hang out, I really see Christ in that. Like, even though we're so different, probably never would have been friends if we weren't Christian, and we think it was in church and stuff. Like, yeah, we would probably not get along, but it's only through the common bond we share in Christ that, yeah, that we're able to be close. And, yeah, and just the times where we like laugh together, cry together. Well, sisters only. I don't think brothers cry. But yeah, just the ways we're able to forgive each other, and by encouraging one another to grow. Yeah, I think those are the biggest ways I see Christ in Christ.
So, how I see Christ reflected in my class, I think we can all agree that, yeah, Christ's love was one of self-sacrifice. He came to serve and not to be served, and I think I really see that agape love in my class. I read somewhere that this agape love is willing, and it's willing self-sacrifice. It calls you to serve, to wait, to give, to forgive, and to do these things over and over again. And I constantly see that in my class, brothers and sisters.
I think I really see Christ in our class and the way we serve each other. I mean, the sisters are always loving the brothers by just like cooking food for us and baking, and yeah, the brothers are always just willing to like drive the sisters around wherever they need to go, and we're always just willing to just pray for one another, and if anyone has a need, we're always willing to step up to fill that need. And I think, yeah, I really see Christ in the way we serve each other.
You first, baby Jesus.
So, I think the way I see Christ in our class, it kind of goes back to what I said about our class being diverse, and kind of like what Pacho was saying about how our class has made him, I guess, changed him for the better. Like, yeah, our class, we're also different. Like, I don't know if I'd be friends with many of them in high school. Like, I might be friends with Harold just because,
Because you're Hispanic?
Yeah.
You call me Mexican?
Yeah, basically.
Bro, I would be like
No,
unaffiliated with. I'm just kidding. Wow.
But in all seriousness, like, I think, I don't even think I would hang out with my roommates in high school. Like, Jason told me he wouldn't hang out with me. And then, like, I don't know if I'd hang out with Peter either.
Did he tell you that too?
No, I think I just think that because like we're different, but I think I think like when we all come together, like you really see that what keeps us united is our commonality in Christ, and I think it just reminds me every time like God's grace, and I think it's just cool to see how a bunch of just like people that have like common interests can like be united, and so. But StarCraft's happened lately.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Shut up. Dude, you know what? Jack me.
I have my mind in more like heavenly things. StarCraft, what is that?
It's about the stars.
Oh yeah, huh? Staring at the stars? With your hoodie on?
Dude, it's the rain. Come on.
Nice. So romantico. Alright, so I think for me personally, I think the serving heart of Christ is really, it's really well depicted in our class.
Every delicious brownie and cookie that
Definitely.
our sisters make.
Yeah, man. Like that song that Peter wrote, our hearts are like, or our stomachs are really, really well fed with that. Man, just like Christ is right there. Bam! You know? Get it? Bam! That's it.
I don't get it.
You wouldn't get it, bro. Just wait until like it settles in.
It's settled. It just wasn't funny.
You don't know Bam?
Just go on.
Was it Admiral something?
What? Admiral?
Emerald Agassi.
Emerald.
Alright, yeah. So anyways, yeah, man, just really like the servanthood is just like, man, really like I've never like coming into this, I never really expected like, I stay over at some people's place, and for me, like personally, like if someone were to stay over at my house, be like, okay, there's a bed, just sleep on it, right? Like I come to Paul's house and he's like, oh dude, here's a blanket, dude, here's a pillow, dude, oh what, do you need something else? Like, man, like, so rare, seriously, like on our day and age. And like I think also, what we were saying, the unity in Christ is just, I think this year it's really, really resonated in my corazón.
Wait, can you translate that? I don't understand.
Let me say it in Korean. How do you say it in Korean? Corazón. But yeah, that's pretty much it.
I see Christ in my class through the grace that is shown. I think there is much of there's much of sin in everyone, and I think people are good about pointing things out, even though it's hard to hear sometimes. But I think people are also very quick to forgive and to be gracious and not hold things and not gossip. I think that's really encouraging, and I really want to. Thank you.
How do I see Christ in my class? I would say he's definitely the center of everything. I think that's the reason why we're all here. The reason why that we're even friends. I think my class is so just randomly chosen. It seems like everyone's very different. Everyone geeks out for completely different things. Some people are completely outlandish, some people are completely quiet. And I know sometimes I think like, how do we get along? And it's not that there isn't any friendship or anything like that, but I think it's just the fact that Christ truly is the center of our lives and the reason why we're here together. And you see it in every action that we have, every interaction with one another. Not to say that we're the holiest of holies, but just that seems to be the greatest motive that I see whenever we interact with one another, even though we fail, at least I fail at doing it.